So I wanted to give you guys a look at these basically fake Nato cans. I picked them up from Cheaper Than Dirt. They were four for like 109 bucks. I was going to do a video back when I purchased them because I thought that was a pretty good deal, and then it quickly sold out. Now, after I've had about 6 months of use, this one particularly, you can see the paint is very thin. Obviously, I'm pretty hard on my equipment. I've got a dent here. There's paint missing there. These say 20 liters on them. I have not had a single issue with them leaking, however. They also came with a free nozzle. Now, if you actually find the Nato cans, which are coming back now, they're going to be about 50 bucks a piece. You're going to spend another 10, 15 on the nozzle. One of the great things about the nozzle is just the way it locks down. It's a little bit unique. It's got a really good gasket on it. And these guys, if I can get it to shut back on here. It really locks that down, so you're able to store them at various angles. What you can see with this one is it's just pressed and welded, so there's a rib that sort of gets in the way, so they don't want to sit perfectly flat. They don't want to sit flat standing, which is kind of annoying. I think for the price, honestly, they've held out very well so far. I'm worried about maybe some of these dings getting leaks, because that's what the other ones do. You guys remember these that I bought? These have just sort of become around the house extra gas cans. I no longer store my gas in these plastic ones. The issue I started having, obviously you can see the paint wore off because, as I told you in that video, there's a video of me camouflaging these, is the gas vapors are able to permeate that plastic. And what I had happen was the gas I had stored in there, hadn't used them, and these things, I swear, were about half full. I'd lost half my gas due to evaporation through the plastic, not because the lid wasn't tight or anything like that. And that's part of the reason the paint won't stay on, is because it'll literally bubble underneath, and it looks, I mean, most of the stuff is worn off now, but you can see where it has bubbled up. And it's not interaction with the plastic, it's the plastic is literally allowing the vapors to come through. Is the only way I can explain it. It'll literally pimple up like it's boiling. And so that's part of the reason the paint never stuck correctly, was due to the gas vapors. And the other half is you're just going to lose all your gas. So we use those around the house for various things now. I did pick up a good score of off some Wildland Fire guys, some government cans, the Blitz cans. So the hard thing is I'm still looking at, there's no gas in these now. The gaskets for the old kind, before they went to the California carb BS, are really hard to find. So I'm still kind of hunting whether I'll try and make some myself or what. It's got to handle, you know, fuel. So you can't just use any ordinary gasket. So anyway, I still really like these. But they will always leak due to their air hole. And with the Nato version, you can store them however you need to store them. And it's kind of what the Overland guys have been doing. So I have 4 of those for $100 and some. And there is a current link back up on Cheaper Than Dirt. I will find. I don't think the price is quite the same. But so far, 6-7 months into it, they're holding up. Haven't had a single issue with them. I will show you the nozzle in a second. So the nozzle, I don't know if the true Nato ones actually have this little rubber piece on here, which is handy for adapting to smaller tanks. I actually don't need it on the Scout. The larger hole fits just fine. But as you can see, it has those same locking lugs, so you can actually lock this down instead of screwing it, just like the cap. So you lift the cap, locking lugs fit down on here. Now there should be a way you can put a pin through here. You can see that. You put a pin through here, through the cap, and then you can lock that down so that nobody, even if they steal the can, they can't take the gas out. The other thing with the NATO is they're a little bit less frequent, so they'd almost have to steal the nozzle and the gas at the same time in order to get it out without spilling it everywhere. Of course, somebody who's stealing gas for gas is probably not going to worry about that. I believe the true NATO ones actually have something written on the sides that says not for fuel. It has to do with something in the way they allow them to be imported or used as the CARB, California BS crap. So I think the actual NATO ones say not for fuel. Now, clearly you can use them for fuel. That's what they're intended for overseas. And for that matter, a lot of them have various colors for kerosene and diesel and etc. Like I said, I knew the paint was going to wear off because you could almost just see it was a crappy paint job. But that said, even if you don't haul them around like this, I have 4 of them. For $100, $25 a piece for the NATO style. It was pretty good. That's about 50% of what they normally would. 4 of these would have cost me $200 plus, shipping and stuff. So I still may get one of those and do some comparisons. Let me know if you guys have used actual NATO like overland style cans. And yeah, this is Beast signing off. Hope it helps.